Hello and welcome. Today we are talking about cortisol, the good, bad, and the ugly. Not really, but we're going to talk about cortisol, what it actually is, what it's good for, and what happens when it's out of whack, so to speak. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Cheryl. I'm on my own health journey. I've lost some weight in that journey. I'm feeling healthier, spry, all those wonderful things. And I like to share what I've learned with everybody, little tidbits here and there. Questions come up, myths, we try to debunk them. So that's what I do, and that's why I'm here. And I'll let Sandy introduce herself.
Hello, hi everyone. This is Sandy. Glad you're here. And I've had my own health journey as well. And I lost 19 pounds and 26 inches in 28 days. And I'm pretty happy about that. And it's all about being healthy and sharing with people. I've been in the health and wellness industry for 10 years. And I just love helping people and helping them on their journey so they can have better health, feel good, and have energy and all that kind of stuff. So today is talk of cortisol. So hope you enjoy it.
Awesome. So we are going to.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. We always start with the funny. So when you've had a rough day, but you're trying to stay positive, it's great. I'm great. Everything's just great. Yeah,
Oh
I
no.
love the animal ones because
I know my cat has had eyes like that one.
when they're wet and they become all like small
Yeah,
and they look
yeah,
really
yeah,
skinny. Yeah,
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 yeah.
exactly.
Oh,
So understanding the roles of cortisol in the body and dispelling misconceptions. So we always throw that word cortisol around, but we're just going to clear some things up so we have an idea of what it is, what it isn't, and what it's responsible for.
so what is cortisol? Cortisol is an important hormone produced by the adrenal glands. Contrary to the belief that cortisol makes people fat, its role in the body extends beyond weight gain. Cortisol is involved in various physiological processes and plays a vital role in maintaining overall health and well being.
I know that's something we all heard, right? So the primary function of cortisol is to help the body respond to stress. So helping your body control the use of fats, proteins, carbohydrates of your metabolism. Um, so I just created some notes so I didn't have to make so many slides. So I'm just going to say, so basically it's involved in regulation of your metabolism, which is process by which the body converts food to energy. It helps maintain steady blood sugar levels, which is in there too, and ensures that cells can access the energy they need to function properly. It also responsible for circadian rhythm, which is highest in the morning. It helps regulate, it helps you wake up and feel alert and gradually decrease throughout the day. So if you didn't know that, that's why cortisol levels, if you're going to get your cortisol checked, it's usually done in the morning to see where it's actually at. So now you know if you're going for one of those blood tests. We all know like it's basically a response to stress. We hear it kind of synonymous all the time. So basically, when you encounter a stressful situation, your body releases cortisol to cope with it. It increases alertness, enhances memory function, provides a quick source of energy by raising blood sugar levels. And we'll go over some of the other things. Oh, immune support. So basically, it has anti-inflammatory properties and helps regulate immune system's response to infections and injuries. It's essential for controlling inflammation and in the body. It's a healing process. So, for example, if you cut yourself, it's your body wants to heal it, so it will release that cortisol function. So there are good things, and there is a reason for it. It's not a mistake. We have cortisol,
Yeah.
but it does have purpose, and that is some of them. Like I said, there was a lot there, and I just wanted to kind of write it out so I could go over it. But yes. helps control your sleep wake cycle as well.
Yeah.
Right.
So why do we call this the stress hormone? Cortisol is often referred to as the stress hormone. This term is used because cortisol is released in response to stress and plays a significant role in the body's stress response system. When we encounter stress, cortisol is produced to help mobilize energy, increase blood sugar levels, and prepare the body for a fight or flight response. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, if you're being chased by a tiger,
Mm-hmm.
your cortisol kicks in, right? If we didn't have the cortisol, it'd be like, oh, there's a tiger, okay, so it's chasing me. Do you know what I mean? So you
Yeah.
have to have it. It has to be there for a reason.
Yeah.
So I mean, but I mean, we don't. In the caveman days, we don't have that anymore. But still, that the cortisol is there for a function. It's supposed to
Right.
be there, right?
Exactly. When does cortisol become a problem with weight gain? So we were kind of alluding to this in the previous slides, and it's hard for us not to jump ahead because we want to. Um, so cortisol can become a problem with weight gain when the levels remain consistently high due to chronic stress. When the body's under stress, releases cortisol as part of the stress response. So chronic stress. Now, it can be physical, it could be mental, it could be physiological. There's all different types of stress. And the problem is that if your body is in that flight or fight, all the time, that becomes a problem, and the hormone can't regulate itself anymore because it's working overtime. And a lot of us these days, that is exactly what's happening. We create stress in our mind that is not the same stress as the tiger. If your boss yells at you, it's not the same as life or death situation, but somehow we perceive it to be the same stress, and that's when it becomes a problem.
Right. So true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Chronic stress response. It's important to note that chronic stress and its effects can vary from person to person, of course. Some individuals may be more resilient and cope better with stress, while others may be more susceptible and experience more severe consequences. Factors such as genetics, social support, lifestyle, and overall health also play a role in chronic stress, in how chronic stress impacts individuals. So yeah, I mean, because we're all different, right? And it's how we each individually cope with stress.
Right.
So yeah, I can relate to the guy with the
Yeah.
picture.
No, I know that was a funny photo. So
It's like sometimes you feel those days, though, right? It's like
yeah. Yeah, and honestly, when you have the chronic stress, it's hard to once you've gained that weight, it's hard to lose that weight to
mm,
get healthy until you manage the stress. You
right,
have to manage. Nothing can follow without that stress management.
yes,
I know this firsthand. That's why I'm like that. So yeah, like that to me, I know that if I didn't manage my stress before I went on health, I started doing things to manage the stress first, then started taking supplements and stuff that help with stress. Then I was able to release weight and start to feel healthy. But it's like step by step, right? You have to have the mindset. You have to say, I know I'm stressed. I need to do something about it, and then take those steps because, yeah, and
mhm,
that,
mm.
yeah,
Yeah. And some people find going on a health plan or a weight plan it can be stressful,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So managing that is really, really important to the success of.
Exactly. Like even if your body is not ready and you started a low calorie, um, even what do you call it? Even fasting. If your body is not in a
Mhm.
position, if you are chronically stressed, you could potentially put more stress on your body. So you need to be very careful and try to de-stress before you take that step. So you need to heal yourself, be self-care, de-stress before you engage in that. That's from my experience. And for those that still find a challenge, trying to lose the pounds that come on, and they are living a stressful life.
Right, because some people, they'll say, I haven't lost this, and so they get more stressed. The next week they're more stressed. They're more stressed. They're finding, well, why aren't I losing any weight? And why am I gaining weight in my stomach and my belly? Things like that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So why some experience weight gain? Cortisol can affect the body's metabolism and lead to increased appetite. Isn't that interesting? Particularly for foods that are high in sugar and fat. Why we don't crave carrot? I don't know.
I don't know. It'd be nice, right?
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Additionally, cortisol can promote the storage of fat in the abdominal area, which is just what we're just talking about, which can contribute to weight gain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see it becomes a vicious cycle almost, right? Like if you are chronically stressed, and you're trying to lose weight, you're going to be more hungry, and you're going to want sugar, fat, and you're going to store whatever you eat in your abdominal area. So it's like a cycle.
Yeah, no kidding. And so then you're gaining abdominal area, and then you get more stressed, and it's like being on a hamster wheel.
Exactly.
Like, how come nothing's happening?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So I know we wanted to talk about things that you could do to help with stress. So we can do that before we give our final thoughts on that. So I'll tell you what I do first. So for me to kind of de-stress and not be as stress. Like stress sometimes causes anxiety. I did have anxiety. I'm very calm now. But I kind of went on a journey where I started meditating in the morning, trying to change my thought patterns. Instead of, thinking negative, I'd find, well, is that true? No, it's not. Think of something more positive. I'd also stop and take breaths because I'd get these mini panic attacks just for like, if something wasn't going on my way, I'd get like a mini panic attack almost. And I would be like, okay, reason it out and breathe. So I'm trying to de-stress. So I took control of that because I felt like I wasn't in control. So I try to take over the physiology of that and calm myself down that way. And then I found some supplements that helped with it as well.
Yeah. It's interesting how you learn about your body, right? Uh, Same thing with me for, releasing the stress and having that, that bad person that's in there that says all these thoughts is controlling that and turning it into a positive. Gratitude journal for me really, really works. And just changing your thoughts. I find going out in nature, whether you're going for a walk or just enjoying the birds, something that's calming and something that you enjoy doing that really, really, decreases your stress. And also for me, it's also supplementation too. One of the things is rhodiola is a real powerful supplement, and it's the number one. It helps with the number one. Um, it helps with cortisol production. It's really powerful. It's one of the number one things, especially if you're in a high stress environment. So there's lots of different things you can do. Everybody's different, and sometimes journaling, exercise, walking, eating healthy, things like that will help. Yeah.
Right. With the exercise, you just want to make sure that you're. I always use this term, so if you're offended, too bad. You don't want to go balls to the wall. you want you want to pace yourself. Walking's great. Well, if you're in a gym, you go walk on a treadmill. Still, you want to still move your weights around. If you're doing weight training, resistance training is really good. But the HIIT training in the boot camp, you just want to stay away from, right? So try to keep, because that's a stressor on your body, which, or if you're doing too much, if you're doing hours and hours on end, that's putting your body in a stressful situation. So you don't want to do that. But yeah, if you like I like to plant flowers, do gardening, things like that. That's really good to keep your wits about you, keep you de-stressed.
Yeah.
A good laugh is good. If you want to go to a comedy show, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, laughing is good for lots of things, right?
Yeah, 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 exactly.
For sure. So, do you want me to read the final
Yeah,
thoughts?
sure. We'll just
Yeah.
read our final thoughts. Yeah.
Final thoughts. Well, it's important to note that cortisol's effect on weight gain can vary from person to person, and individual circumstances and factors can influence the relationship between cortisol and weight. Additionally, cortisol is just one of several factors that can contribute to weight gain, and weight regulation is a complex process influenced by various hormones, genetics, and lifestyle factors.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. And then we always put a little disclaimer that we're not doctors. We don't treat or
Cure or heal?
cure or heal. We just find some stuff out, share our
Mhm.
opinions, share what we found, and we just go from there.
Right.
But you're always welcome to ask questions if you need more information. You're welcome to reach out. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and then
And
we always yeah. Do you have anything to add besides that?
well, I was just going to talk about our trivia.
Yeah,
Ah, ah,
there it is.
you read my mind, you.
Yeah, yeah. So once again, Menopause Trivia Extravaganza, August 8th, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 6 p.m. Pacific. And if you're in the East Coast, well, then you're going to have to figure it out. I think it's night. Is it 9 p.m.? 9 p.m.?
It's 6
9,
here,
9.
9
So it's 9 p.m. there.
Eastern.
So if you have any questions, so what it is, we have these lives and we have TikTok pages and our Facebook pages, and we are giving little tidbits of information in these shorts, I guess. And the information that we're throwing out there are going to be part of some of the questions that we're going to be asking. So there'll be true or false. Did you know? Can you give me an example of things like that? And so it's kind of engaging. We want to see what you picked up. Fastest answer, the most original answer. So we'll have prizes throughout the event. It's not going to be long. It depends on who shows up and who shows up, and then how long we want to stay. Right?
The engagement, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be lots of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I figure when you get a bunch of women together and we're talking menopause and stories and, myths and, tips and tricks
Yeah.
and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. There'll be prizes and, yeah, come and join us. And, yeah, so
Exactly. Invite a friend. More the merrier. So we have a Facebook group. I don't know if I have it on there. No, I don't. But
Okay.
here is, if you go to errolsonswellness.com, if you go, it's like a link in bio. Look, that's what it looks like. If you click the top, it will take you right to there's a thing to the Facebook page. So it goes right there, and then you can join. And then we'll just go from there. And then when it starts, we'll email you just to remind you, just in case you're out and about and don't want to miss it. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. That's good. Like I said, it's going to be fun. Yeah.
Yep. I think it'll be fun. So make sure you follow not only this, but our TikToks. We should have put them in here. Let me see if I can add it quickly. Yours is what? Sandy.
Sandy weight loss.
No, what's your ad handle?
Oh,
Sandy Lee Free.
Oh yeah, Sandy Lee Free. Yeah.
And mine is I'll just put it up here. So this is our where you would find us on the TikTok. So you can follow us along there. I forgot to put the ad there, but I'm sure you can figure it out. So that's our TikTok handles, and yeah. So feel free to watch, because we'll be throwing some information in there. And we hope to see you out and about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if you have any questions or comments, you can make a comment in here. If
Yeah.
you're interested in joining our little fun trivia party, just put something in here too. And we'll be happy to get back to you. And we're going to have fun. It's going to be a party.
Woo! Anyway, as we digress.
Yeah, no kidding.
Anyway, so that's the info. We hope to see you out, and and then follow us for more tips.
Yeah, and thanks for joining us, or if you're joining on the recording, thanks a lot, and we'll see you next week, and we'll see you soon. Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.